We are back. All right, it's May. So without further ado, let's get right into the business team update. Over to you, Igor.
Thank you, Fola, and hello, everyone. So for this month, I was mostly working, as always, maintenance for the both websites, and I also had to remove some unnecessary files. There was also some design work. The design work was mainly for the Open Graph tags. So these tags are essentially every time you share certain links, there is going to be a different image. And I've been working with this with Oleg. It's going to take some time to do this testing and making sure that these new images appear properly. And as always, we have this thumbnail YouTube monthly updates that we have to design. Every month we create a different type of design there. So it's spending some time to work on that too. There was also a frame and also the elements that you're going to probably see in this new update on the videos. So we have changed the background. We have changed the uh, tag names that they are appearing from the sides. You essentially will see it once you're gonna notice that. And also had to fix some URLs on the Townnet forum. Someone from the developer channel mentioned there these were not working, but there was a little coding issue I had to fix. So now everything seems to be fine. And mostly my month was on the research. As previous month we have been expanding the list. I've been looking into different companies and different projects as well on how they do developer growth, and I've been looking for the formal methods in blockchain, and some other devs interested in how they can use that language in the future. The list has been spreading quite widely now, and I have shared this with our team to start making contact with these people. And last but not least, I came across an idea about how the GitHub visual appearance should look, and I'm in discussion with Karim how to make it more visually appealing. So potentially, this is going to be a new task for me for the next month, and GitHub is probably going to have some slight changes. And that's all for me from this month. Thank you.
All right, fantastic stuff, Igor. Thank you so much. And Kilian, take the wheel, my friend.
Thanks and hi everybody. So this month I kicked off with doing outreach to experts in formal methods applied to blockchain to give more spotlight to Tau language and have more developers working on it, which is one of our primary goals right now. I've also been doing research into relevant mailing lists across formal methods, cryptography, for the same scope. Also, as testnet is continued to be developed, I've worked on sketching out a potential wallet UI for the future Taunet wallet. Then we've also kickstarted the process to look for a growth hacker to support our marketing and growth endeavors. This process is still ongoing. Then we've also been brainstorming ideas to attract developers, a couple I already mentioned. So one of these ideas to attract developers has been to reach out to contributors to formal methods projects on GitHub, of which there are a bunch of them. And we have gotten some good response rate there, and we are basically in the process of communicating with these contributors and taking it from there. Hopefully we can get a couple of high quality devs with experience on formal methods getting involved with Tau language, starting to develop interesting stuff. Yeah, we've also sketched out under the same scope a strategic plan on what we need to have in place further down the line to attract developers. And now our effort will be on implementing this strategic plan. This entails, for example, updated information on the website, on GitHub, the launch of a developer portal, as well as having grants tied to specific deliverables in working with Tau language. And that's it for me for this month. Thank you and have a good one.
All right, fantastic stuff. Thank you so much, Kilian and Igor. So what have I been up to? Mostly we've been making our project much more developer and engineer friendly. So you're going to see a lot of that, website updates. A lot of the copy will be changing. It's going to be much easier to access and onboard if you're a developer or engineer who wants to get stuck into Tau language or any of the products that we build. that is overall the main thing we've been focused on. Reason being is because there are people who we can attract to the project now, and there are people who will be much more excited about what we're doing a little bit later down the line. So we've got all the documentation that has been creating, and the rest of the team have been creating. We've also got Tau language and also the upcoming testnet alpha. There are a lot of engineers and academics who are already very interested in what we're building. And we want to just continue to attract that to the project and have a lot more engagement from these types of communities, much more technical audience, having deep technical discussions where, even parts of the project, so even parts of testnet can start to be discussed in a real tangible manner early. And at the same time, we still want to continue to attract the blockchain and more non-technical community to the project as well. But this is something that I think will have a very big impact for us and the wider community. So seeing things being built, seeing things being played with. We've got some great community members that are already doing that. Shout out to Logix and PTT and Dana and Andrew, who are already getting stuck in. If I've missed anyone out, I have so many people who I could mention, but also we appreciate all of you. Another thing we've been working on is our merch. So merch will be coming. We've got some really fun ideas. Obviously we've got your standard t-shirts, but there will be some other things coming as well a little bit further down the line. We're not going to give a timeline on this because we've also got a lot to do, but this is another sort of side avenue for us. And it's been cool to actually give you guys something to show your support as well, and also show our support of what you've been supporting in us. So it'd be cool to see you guys in some Tau, Net and Agoras merch too. And to support our academic or technical endeavors at the moment, we're looking to hire someone or bring someone on board to really get us this academic recognition. I know that a lot of the community members have seen what we're building, and they also think to themselves, well, why haven't we got so much recognition just yet? Right? We haven't published in journals. And that's something that we will do down the line. We are just right now very, very busy, and most of the efforts actually go down the actual development path than getting the recognition. But we definitely want to get that. So yeah, we're going to be hiring someone to help on those fronts, whether that's technical writing, as you guys know that we are rewriting the white paper, whether that's being at more technical conferences and really explaining the technology to technical minds who would find this really interesting. And there's just so many more things that having extra hands on board on this particular front of giving us that academic recognition will be helpful for. So that's another thing to stay tuned for. Beyond that, we've been working on some of the admin licensing stuff. As you guys know, we have the parser, which is utilized in Tau language and necessary for testnet, but it's a great parser. And this is something that we're going to be selling, and not only selling just for, your normal currencies, but also for Agoras. So it will be a great onboarding for people to use and also be a participant in the Agoras token. So it does give Agoras much more utility. And we want as much enterprise utility as possible. So that would be a great head start for that. So the license for that is now done by the time you've seen this video. I say done, but licenses evolve. But we're happy with this version. So you'll see a license update. If probably much sooner than this video, it's probably gone out anyway. That pretty much wraps it up for this month. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, you can find us on our typical socials. On X, that's Tau_net. On Reddit, that's TauNet Agrs, TauNet Agrs. And on Telegram, that is TauNet. Don't forget the forum as well. Make sure you're tuning in there, writing questions. Our devs can get back to you. Stay tuned for some new updates. Thank you so much.